Inicie la entrevista, por favor.
Perfecto. Entonces comenzamos. 1. Could you tell me what the crime rate in Cucuta is?
Cucuta faces one of the highest crime rates in the country, with numerous causes of homicides and robberies a year. People experience this in their daily lives and are crimes hope for more security so they can live in peace.
Thank you for sharing that. Let's move on to the next question. 2. Do you know if the city has become safer in recent years?
Is that Cucuta has improved much in terms of security, although are some seeing that certain crimes have decreased slightly, others remain either or have even increased.
Got it. Thank you for that answer. Let's go on to the next question. 3. Which neighborhoods are considered the safest in Cucuta?
The safest neighborhoods in Cucuta are Acuarela, La Rinconada, Baloncesto de San Francisco, Caobos de Rosado.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next question. 4. Could you tell me what cultural events usually take place in Cucuta?
The cultural events in Cucuta include Cucuta fairs, Cucuta cultural circuits, and children fairs in the districts. Cultural evening every Friday in venues like Roma Arnulfo Briseño with music, poetry, and variety of artistic expressions. Musical night and contests like Mi Barrio Si Canta, Mi Neighborhood Sings.
That sounds wonderful. Let's continue with the next question. 5. Do you know where the main museums and theaters of the city are located?
They are located at the House de la Cultura Museo is on Tres Horas Street near Santander Park. The Julio Pérez Ferrero Public Library is located across from Eduardo Couto Lamos Park. The Santander Museums in downtown.
Great. Thank you. Let's move on to the next question. 6. Are there any art festivals or fairs that take place during the year in Cucuta?
Yes, there are main Cucuta festivals and fairs in Cucuta throughout the years. International Tiber Festival wins 4 pieces, Cucuta fairs which included music, visual arts, gastronomy, folk pageantry, comparsas, etc. Cultural innovation and entrepreneurship fair, craft and Friday car fair, Cucuta Book Festival. The Sulima Theater in East Downtown Cucuta.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Let's proceed to the next question. Could you tell me what the most traditional local dishes in Cucuta are?
In Cucuta, you can enjoy typical dishes such as mute santanderiano, the hallacas roasted with meat, arepas made with piblet corn, and the traditional corn chicha.
That sounds delicious. Let's move on to the next question. 8. I'd like to know where people usually go to eat typical food in the city.
People in Cucuta often go to traditional food restaurants downtown in the Caobos area or Timalcon, where they feed mute, dried meat, and arepas in a family.
Great. Thank you. Let's continue with the next question. 9. What traditional dances are popular in Cucuta?
Friendly and very traditional atmosphere.
Got it. Thank you. Let's go on to the next question. 10. Could you tell me if there's any celebration that reflects the region's folklore?
If this is alias Mauricio Soto, musician from Cucuta, Jose Campos Viscardi, painter and sculptor from Cucuta.
Thank you for sharing that. Let's move on to the next question. 11. What kind of music is most commonly listened to in Cucuta?
In Cucuta, you can hear a lot of vallenato, popular music, reggaeton, and genre music, as well as traditional hearings such as bambuco and pasillo, which are part of the region's folklore.
Thanks for that great overview. Let's continue with the next question. 12. Are there any local bands or artists that represent the city's culture?
Yes, in Cucuta there are folk music group and local artists would play bambuco, pasillos, and genre music as well. Are used bands that blend tales rhythm with modern sounds to keep the region's culture alive.
That's really interesting. Let's move on to the next question. 13. Do you know how bad the traffic usually is in the city center?
Yes, traffic in downtown Cucuta is often heavy, especially during rush hour.
Got it. Thank you. Let's proceed to the next question. 14. Could you tell me what the peak traffic hours on the main avenues are?
The busiest times on Cucuta mains avenues are usually very early in the morning. It is 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning, and late in the afternoon is 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening when people are going to and from work or school.
Thanks for that detailed answer. Now let's move on to the final question. 15. Is public transportation in Cucuta reliable?
Public transportation in Calcutta was but is not always the most reliable. Sometimes there are delays, crowded buses, and limited routes in some neighborhoods. Many people prefer to use motor-cars or taxis to get around more quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome. It was a pleasure doing this interview with you. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Realmente la mía que yo me estoy haciendo.